Absolutely. And we're getting a few questions from people who want to know what the data says itself online. So we have a question on Facebook about how many hospitalized people have been vaccinated. In other words, how many hospitalizations or breakthrough cases. We have some of that outlined on our data dashboard, which is available on the website. It's the big blue button. We have another question about, I'm a senior with underlying medical issues. How concerned do I need to be about the severity of illness if I catch COVID? And this is someone who's fully vaccinated. So they're asking about underlying issues, the severity of illness when they're fully vaccinated.
Yeah, so, people that have weakened immune systems or underlying medical conditions, even if you're vaccinated, there is still a risk you can get infected. We have had, we've had 4 deaths in people that had underlying medical issues and weakened immune systems that succumbed to COVID-19 despite vaccination. So, but that's only I think that's 4 out of 84 deaths. So I think that we know that the vaccination does decrease the risk of severity illness, but if you're at risk, you should continue to practice the measures to protect yourself, including indoor masking and maintain social distancing. Even though the economy is open, people that are at risk should take those extra measures.
Thank you, Dr. Lucian. We have a question about schools. We know all 28 schools in Napa and American Canyon are scheduled to reopen in a couple weeks for on-campus learning. This is a largely unvaccinated population of school-age kids, so we want to be especially cautious about this reopening. What can you tell us about the masking requirement that's in effect for students and teachers and other measures?
Yeah, so according to state guidance, all teachers and students should be wearing masks regardless of vaccination status. Additionally, schools are going to reopen fully, so there is not going to be social distancing. So you're using other measures such as vaccination of eligible individuals, masking, ventilation, and of course symptom screening and the sanitation to just ensure that there isn't spread of COVID-19. I think the overriding goal is to make sure that we can keep kids in school because, the impacts of the pandemic and distance learning has had a negative impact on academic achievement and socio-emotional development. At this point, it's such a high priority to have kids in school that despite the Delta variant, the other measures are going to need to be used in order to prevent spread.